Well, we are right into our Easter weekend, and how's the weather looking? Well, on Good Friday, it was remarkably warm in parts of southern Ontario. We saw the national hotspot was Hamilton, just shy of 26 degrees, so not that far away in Port Stanley. Sure, let's get the surfboards out. Why not? Water's still certainly very chilly. Now in Calgary, yeah, snowfall, and that is something we continue to see impacting multiple parts of the country, as we'll be looking into how your Easter Sunday forecast is shaping up. Will your Easter egg hunt require some layers, a snow shovel, or might you be busting out the T-shirt? We'll answer that question as parts of Newfoundland continue to contend with the snowfall, as we have the eastern half of the country seeing multiple messy systems moving through. Meteorologist Nadine Powell joins us now. And Nadine, I guess that is a big question, some outdoor Easter egg hunt activities. How are we supposed to be dressing here?
Well, you know what, Matt, the pattern across the country is a bit split. There is one particular area that certainly is coming out quite lucky. And we'll start off with a look at the overall pattern for us this weekend. Of course, we've got that low and that trough pushing across the east, so definitely some active and potentially stormy weather there. But the warming trend is pushing into BC and perhaps nudging into extreme southern Alberta. But getting to the big question, we've got the shovel and sweaters needed for us across northern Ontario with all that snow we've had recently. And of course, with the wet weather moving into southern Quebec, we're going to need the rain jacket, and that pushes into parts of Atlantic Canada too for our Sunday morning and even into the afternoon. So certainly extra layers will perhaps be needed into Ontario as temperatures are now much cooler, Matt, and you'll see these Sunday mornings, temperatures and wind chills, it's going to be windy. So, Matt, folks are going to need perhaps some extra layers when the kids are out hunting.
Okay, so we might have started our Easter long weekend with some very warm temperatures in parts of the east. But, yeah, it looks like these systems moving through have dropped those temperatures. So, okay, glad to know we need to dress accordingly. Now, Nadine, we know there's another half of the country to unpack as well in terms of that Easter forecast.
Yeah, and you know, I think, Matt, some of the best Easter egg hunting weather will be across BC. We are looking at a high pressure building in, so we've got some warming temperatures across the south and into the interior for us. So lots of sunshine there, but across the north, we're going to need the extra woolies. And into Sunday, we do see some snowfall for us across parts of southern Alberta and through parts of southern Manitoba. So, Matt, perhaps a little bit of a shovel in addition to the extra mitts that will be needed. But I got to ask you, what are a couple of your more memorable Easter egg hunts from back in the day?
I would say, Nadine, there was a couple of years we'd go visit my great aunt in Ottawa, Auntie Annette, and, you know, we'd have a pretty epic Easter egg hunt just within her condo. But we'd go visit her in the summer, I swear. We would still find some loose Easter eggs hanging around, tucked behind the thermostat. And, Nadine, I turn the question to you. If you do find that Easter egg, you know, maybe months later, years later, do you still go for it? Is that still edible? I want your unofficial answer.
You know, I would say sugar is a preservative, so okay. I think it'll still be good.
All right, well, won't necessarily take that to the bank, but okay, we'll mark you down for you would go for it. Nadine, of course, we're wrapping up this Easter weekend, and temperatures in the west, yeah, much like the east, trending on the cooler side, especially for the prairies.
Yeah, and then as we head up across northern Canada, looks like it's still on the cold side with temperatures and wind chills in the -20s and 30s.